What's going on, everybody? Whew. 90 days of value. 90 days of value. What's going on, family? 90 days of value. Day 25. A little bit under the weather, but I'm pressing through. I said 90 days straight. That's what I'm going to do. Right? Day 25. And it's going to be a good one today. This is actually day 4 of the Collapsing Time series, right? Within the 90 days of value. We're going to talk about a different way of thinking about earning money. Let me go ahead and double check that we got audio. Make sure we got audio. 90 days. Okay, good. We're good. All right, so a different way of thinking about earning money. For those of you who don't know, Mr. Kingdom Cash, Charles Dyson, 10 children, have worked a traditional job since April 2013. For the last 13 years, all I've done is help people around the world make great money. I've helped countless people retire in less than a year from what I know, from the information I have, and I decided to go live 90 days straight and start sharing some of these principles that shifted my mindset and helped me begin to elevate and really make great money from home. And I love putting other people in the same position. So day 25, 25 days straight. Wow, it's amazing. So day 25, a different way of thinking about earning money. So I wrote this down, right? I wrote this down. I want to read it to you. So it says, let's quantify this principle. If you make $12 an hour, you might bring in $350 that week after taxes. But what if your actions compounded over time? What if you spent some time this week to make $30 outside of a job? Only $30 outside of a job. But those same actions consistently compounded that $30 over time to $3,000 a week. And the money didn't stop coming. During that first week, that $350 check, that $350 paycheck, seemed like it was the better choice. But the person who chooses $350 every 2 weeks over starting a system that compounds doesn't understand money. They don't understand collapsing time. And most importantly, they don't understand their own value. The time you have is more valuable than the money. In other words, your actions during that time is more valuable than the money itself. It's what you do, the choices you make, that will determine how valuable your time becomes. This is why I love leveraging systems. And when I learned this principle, it changed everything. Everything. Right? Um Sometimes the way you think is influenced, or all the time, not sometimes. The way you think is influenced by the environment that you are in. If the environment that you're in is littered with basic information, then when you hear something that is outside the scope, the realm that you are conditioned to, you could reject the very thing that could set you free, right? Money is exchanged when value exceeds the price point. You've never bought something that you didn't think was going to be useful and valuable in your life, and that value exceeded your perception of what that money was worth, right? We buy things when we are in the mood to buy them. We buy things when the desire is created to have something. Simply put. So when it comes to leveraging systems, when it comes to enterprising business, the thing that I love and what I've identified is I can elevate my life and do better financially without having to create something. I can take something that's already been created, something that's already valuable, something that's already amazing, and put it in front of people who don't know about it. Watch this. I don't have to sell it. When the value proposition is great enough, all I got to do is make them aware of what's available. And because the value proposition is so great, they'll end up wanting to buy it. And I benefit financially from it. I want you to really understand what I'm saying. Think carefully. Think carefully. What I just described is not sales, right? Excuse me. 1 second. What I just described is not sales. You don't have to sell anything. When the value proposition is great enough, when the product, the service is amazing enough, you can offer it to people and they will want it, right? But that's not the best part about it, because that alone is not enough. It's not enough to have a great product or service. It's not enough to have a great value proposition. This is the key. This is the great separator. This is what will change your life if you accept the principle. When someone buys this thing, I get paid from it over and over and over and over again, well into the future, in perpetuity, right? It creates a residual income, a leveraging effect, right? Watch this, watch this. When people do things for their own benefit, for their own finances, every time that transaction is made, I get paid. I want you to think about what an investor is, right? An investor, someone who invests money and then that money is able to compound and their money makes them money, right? It's almost the same principle, but just a little bit different. You understand that, right? If you knew you could put your money somewhere that would cause it to grow over time, wouldn't you do it? Right? The problem is many people don't know how to invest. But if you were able to learn it, ironically, this is what I teach on a daily basis. I teach people how to invest, right? I teach people how to grow money, literally grow money. This is my expertise. This is what I spent the last 8 years learning how to do, perfecting, and I've helped people retire in less than a year from learning that skill set, right? But watch this. If you knew you could put money somewhere and it would grow, without a doubt, without second guessing, you knew it would grow, you would put it there, right? It makes sense, right? I want you to think about this. You could compound $1, you could compound $10, you can compound $50, or you can compound $100. Which one sounds like it will work faster? The 100, right? Well, watch this. You could leverage one person's work ethic, 5 people's work ethic, 10 people's work ethic, 50 people's work ethic, 100 people's work ethic. What do you think would make you the most money fastest? Of course, 100 people. Imagine 100 people working for their own benefit. For their own benefit, they're working for their own goals, their own dreams, their own aspirations. They are every day putting their best foot forward for themselves. And every single transaction that those people make, watch this, and the people that they helped, when those people go out and help more people from those transactions, and watch this, those people, when they go out and help other people, from every single transaction that happens, your family benefits from. Now, of course, that sounds amazing. It's very real. I've experienced it. It's very real. 20,000, 30,000, 40, $50,000 months. I've experienced it. It's absolutely phenomenal. You would love leveraging systems if somebody took the time to teach you how to do it, which is what I do. This is what I do professionally, right? Watch this. What's the variable? What is the variable? The variable, the thing that everybody has, is time. That's the variable. How long are you willing to put forth effort to see that type of result where 10, 50, 100 people are benefiting themselves, but while they're benefiting themselves, you're getting paid residually from their work. It's a common sense principle. It makes so much sense. But when you're conditioned to work for 40 years, 50 years, 60 years, when you're conditioned to work within that system, and every 2 weeks, the clock starts over again. You get that paycheck, and the effort and energy you put into that paycheck, it ends. You got to do it another 2 weeks. And then you have to do it another 2 weeks. And then you have to do it another 2 weeks. There is no upward mobility in that plan. Guys, I'm telling you, I had to learn this. I had no choice. Because for me, if I did not find something else, I was going to work until I die. That was the proposition. I've been working from the age of 19 to the age of 26, 7 years. I worked diligently. I worked consistently. I followed the plan. It was not working. And if I didn't do something different, if I did not find a way outside of that system to begin making money, I would still be working in that system. But here I am, 25 days straight, at home, live, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday included, at home, teaching the principles that actually help me get free. If you could adjust your mindset, even if it's just a little bit, if you had enough faith and belief to put your first foot forward, your first step, excuse me, this principle could absolutely change your life. In the scenario I went over at the beginning of this live, $350 a week or every 2 weeks versus compounding your time, your effort, your energy, and building something to the point where it pays you in perpetuity moving forward every day. Which one sounds better? Which is the better use of time? I tell people all the time, watch this, we can't get October 25th, 2025 back. It's gone. You can't get October 29th, 2025 back. It's gone. It's done. It's finished. You can't go backwards in time. So you have a responsibility to make your future time more valuable. And if you don't do it, nothing will change. Nothing will change. But if you do it, your October 30th, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, your future days, you can work to make those days far more valuable. I am so happy. I'm so grateful that Charles Dyson in November, December, January, right? November, December 2012, January 2013, February 2013. I'm so happy I had the courage to do that work to make my future time far more valuable. And the growth in the person that you become in that process is priceless. It's priceless. So here's what I know. I know I can't speak for other people. I can't speak for anything you've ever tried in the past, right? It's none of my business. And whenever I want to really say this directly to you, you watching this video right now. I don't know what happened to you in the past. I don't know what endeavors you tried before. I don't know what didn't work in the past. I promise you it has nothing to do with me. I frankly don't care what you failed at before because it does not matter. What people try to do is they try to draw parallels between what they're about to do and what didn't work in the past. That's a mental condition because the underlying principle is you expect failure because you failed before. That's why your mind tries to draw a parallel between what you did before and what you're about to do in the present. People who do that, I really tell them, listen, you probably should not get started with what I have to help you grow your life if you're still thinking about previous failures. I don't fail, I only win. And if you want to win, you can't be thinking about failure. I don't care what happened before. I don't care that you failed before. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You can't judge present opportunity based on past experiences. You just can't. You cannot judge present opportunity based on past experiences. Past experiences do not dictate what you will do with present opportunity. So whoever scammed you before, whatever sob story you have, whatever happened before, does not matter. I know that the information that I have and what I do works. I know it works. I know people change their life, and it does not have to take forever with the information that I have to share, the opportunities that I capitalize on and leverage, right? If you want to win, if you want to win big, you want to change your life, get my attention. Comment in the comment section, hey, Charles, I want to know what you have. Let's have a conversation. I'm not going to sell you. I promise you that. What I'll do is I'll introduce you to what I have and leave you to make a decision whether you want to do it or not. If you say you don't want to do it, guess what? Conversation ends. I'm not a salesperson. I'm looking for people who want to win. That's it. You want to win? You want to win big? You want to take part-time money and turn it into full-time money? I'll show you how to do that. And guess what? The plan is simple. I promise you that. The plan is simple. We'll execute it together. We'll leverage each other. Watch this. I'm not just leveraging you. I'm going to let you leverage me. I'm the expert. I have all the information. I'm not going to give you the information and send you off to do it alone. I'm actually going to position this information in such a way where you get to leverage me. You get to leverage me and make money. I love when people can leverage me and make money. I look for opportunities like that, where it's not just you that goes out and works and I make money from your energy. No, I like finding things where I can create win-win situations. Right? The product and service is amazing. I don't have to sell it. I just got to tell people about it. Right? I can leverage your time, your energy, your effort, and benefit my family. But watch this. I can position this so you can leverage me and make money. You can leverage my time, my effort, my energy, and you make money. So the relationship, the synergy that we create based on the relationship with products and services we didn't have to create, with a value proposition that is phenomenal, and we can exchange that value for residual income together. We'll win together. That's a great value proposition. If that's you, if you want to do that, if you're watching this on YouTube, comment or go to the description box and find out how to get in touch with me. If you're watching this on Facebook, you already know you can inbox me. If somebody shared this with you, right? Just get in touch. And I'm telling you right now, if you can follow simple instructions within a compressed period of time, just don't have to take forever. You can go from where you are financially right now to everything changed just like that. Here's what I know. I know if I can help you shift your perspective, even if it's just a little bit, I can help you change your life. I'll see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, once again, during these 90 days of value. Have a great day. Peace.